Here's some gravel.
I have my black card, so you can park in any of these. Here. I'll be back.
iHeartRadio app. Tap the mic button, record your comments. It is the KFBK Tap and Talk. And as you're on the go in the car, just ahead, we'll bring you traffic, weather, and together on KFBK News Radio. Remember, we'd like to hear from you. Go to the KFBK Afternoon News with Kitty O'Neill page at KFBK.com, or you can go to our Twitter page at KFBK. We'd also like to hear the reason behind your votes.
Local news, breaking news, traffic, and weather. To make the drive to work really easy, traffic reports on the 10th. Every 10 minutes. I'm now always informed. Mornings and afternoons. Nobody does it better. For everything you need to know. I love listening to the news station. It's KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio. Hey, what's up? We're talking to Tad Hollett, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. What's happening for Chrysler's Black Friday sales event? We just added even more savings. Now you can save up to $16,500 off MSRP on new 2023 Ram 1500 Crew Cab with no payments for 90 days. And we have trucks starting as low as $29,995. Wow, and what about the last of those Dodge muscle cars? Right now, save up to $6,500 off MSRP on new 2023 Dodge Charger and Challenger GT and SXT with no payments for 90 days. And we even have thousands off MSRP on Scat Packs, Hellcats, and special editions too. And we're turning back the clock and saving you thousands with financing as low as 4.99% for 84 months on all new and used vehicles in stock. See our full selection at HobblettDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet. Period. 16.5 home net savings after 11,000 factory rebates and $5,500 dealer discount. Rebates and $2,000 case construction cash. Monthly purchase eligible case equipment from qualifying dealer. 5 net savings $29,995 truck number 133158. 65 home net savings after 2,500 factory rebates and $4,000 dealer discounts. Rebates include $500 first responder cash for eligible first responders only. No payments for 90 days on approved credit through Chrysler Capital. 4.99% for 84 months. OAC for Travis Credit Union. 14.15 per thousand borrowed.
Did you know there's a way to outsmart COVID if you get it? Now there are medicines that can treat COVID, whether or not you've been vaccinated, which is great news, especially if you're over 50. If taken in the first 5 days of having symptoms, COVID medicines can help stop the illness from getting serious. Call a healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to learn more about COVID medicines. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
What's gotten lost in a lot of news coverage is trust.
Dan Abrams and Elizabeth Farkas on America's fastest growing cable news network, News Nation.
News Nation is the place that people can come because they trust that at the least we're trying to be straight with.
Every point of view is represented. That's what we do. We only earn that trust, keep that trust, by every single night fulfilling that mission.
To find News Nation on your screen, go to joinnn.com.
How's it going? It's me, Shorty, and right now half of our children and adolescents are struggling with mental health challenges. California is leading the way by creating a certified wellness coach profession. If you're looking for a new and rewarding career helping children and adolescents enhance their overall mental, physical, and emotional well-being, this program may be for you. It's about hope. It's about purpose. It's about becoming a certified wellness coach. Because it's time to spread the wellness. Sponsored by California Department of Healthcare Access and Information.
This hour of the KFBK Afternoon News is sponsored by Elevate Realty Group.
Listen up and on your way home for the very latest. We're here with everything you need to know. The KFBK Afternoon News with Kitty O'Neill continues on KFBK Sacramento News Radio.
4:40 is your news time here at KFBK News Radio, where we have traffic and weather together every 10 minutes. And Dana, as I'm looking outside at the sun setting on the freeway, it reminds me of that old Yogi Berra saying, "It's getting later, earlier."
And it's like it never happened before. This didn't happen like this last year, I know. Brought to you by your future Ford dealers. That if you're driving into that sunset, yeah, be careful. Downtown of the split right now, going to be, 17 minutes northbound Camp City. Split to Roseville is going to be about, 9 minutes on eastbound 80. Westbound 80 in the Auburn area.
Westbound 80, Bowman Road, on-ramp. We have a semi with a blown out driver's side front tire and tire debris. Truck is on the shoulder.
Yeah, it's in the number 3 lane, I do believe he said. Downtown Elk Grove, 11 minutes, I-5, and 99 is going to be 14 minutes. If you're heading to Folsom, 21 minutes. Eastbound 50, out to Woodlands, 20 minutes, northbound I-5. Downtown to Davis, you got a 10-minute ride. Westbound 80 to Mace Boulevard to get you going right into that sun. Now it's the time to buy a Ford at the biggest sale of the year, happening now at your Future Ford dealers. The Ford you want is a Future Ford. 2 locations to serve you. Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 and Madison, and Future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall. Traffic on the 10s every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons. Data hits KFBK News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM.
Clear to partly cloudy skies for tonight. It'll be chilly with a nighttime low of 36 to 40. Intervals of clouds and sun tomorrow. Tomorrow will reach a high of 65 to 69. Partly sunny skies on tap for Wednesday. A high Wednesday of 65 to 69. I'm AccuWeather's Drew Shannon on KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio.
And right now we have 59 degrees in Folsom, 58 in Elk Grove, and 59 degrees here at the KFBK studios in Sacramento, where we have our poll question today is about Thanksgiving preparations. With Thanksgiving just 3 days away, what is the most important thing you still need to do to be fully prepared for the holiday? Is it buy the turkey, maybe get some food? Do you have to pick up someone at the airport? Or how about being sure the TV works? That's important for all the football games coming up. And, of course, don't forget to invite Grandma. Well, that's what a lot of our folks are saying so far. Here's what one of our listeners is saying so far today.
My Thanksgiving getting ready is done. All that's left is to sit on the couch and enjoy the Packers, the Cowboys, and the 49ers. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Sounds like a fun football day. Well, just ahead on the KFBK Afternoon News, we'll check the top trending stories and go in-depth. Coming up at 4:47 on the continuing hostage negotiations between Israel and Hamas, which the Biden administration now says are reaching a sensitive stage. We'll keep you informed on your drive home and continue listening in the house to KFBK News Radio. Tell your smart speaker, play KFBK on iHeart Radio.
You're on the app.
I was just listening actually on my iPhone.
So are we. I downloaded the app on my phone. Hear KFBK anywhere, anytime.
This app is absolutely fantastic.
One stop to hear local news, breaking news, traffic, and weather. KFBK News Radio. Download the free iHeartRadio app now.
Kitty O'Neill here for Life Source Water Systems. Drinking fresh, clean water is so important, and with a Life Source whole home water system, you can make every drop taste great. It'll filter out harsh chemicals, chlorine, chloramines, dirt, sediment, and other contaminants. And how great to shower or bathe in chlorine-free water. Plus, if you have hard water issues, this will help. Scale buildup is easier to remove. And we just love the ease and assurance of having a Life Source system, so every tap in the house has clean, pure water. And no regular maintenance, no hidden fees, and no filters to change. Everyone we've dealt with the company has been great, and their experts install every system. And with a Life Source Black Friday sale, now's the best time to treat your family to clean water. They'll pay your sales tax, saving you up to $1,000 on a Life Source system. Offer ends soon. Call 1-800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com.
Want a killer Black Friday deal? Get a free Moto 5G phone when you sign up for Pure Talk's unlimited talk, unlimited text, and 15 gig data plan for just $35 a month. Dial pound 250. Say the keyword save now to get this exclusive offer and to select the plan that's right for you and your family. Pure Talk gives you America's most dependable 5G network at half the price. Dial pound 250. Say the keyword save now to claim your free Moto G 5G phone with a qualifying plan. And Pure Talk, simply smarter wireless.
Simply Safe was named the best home security of 2023 by U.S. News and World Report. We do it to protect you and everything you love. Our advanced sensors and HD cameras are powered by 24/7 professional monitoring for fast emergency response. Visit simplysafe.com/radio to get 50% off any new system today. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Pat Green and Simon Rio. Live in concert, Saturday, December 9th, 7 p.m., the venue at Thunder Valley. Country music icon, Pat Green and Simon Rio. With special guest, Mark Will. On sale now at ThunderValleyResort.com. Pat Green and Simon Rio.
The Black Friday blowout is on at Napa Chevy with great deals on every new 2023 Silverado and Star. Great selection, great factory financing and incentives. A great Napa Chevy savings on every new 23 Silverado and Star. Online at NataChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Saving energy is easy at SmartEnergyStore.com. Find the best energy products to help lower your bill. Smart customers get up to $100 in instant rebates on select smart thermostats. Shop with us at SmartEnergyStore.com.
Sponsored by Napa Chevy. Now trending on KFBK with Kitty O'Neill. The KFBK Afternoon News.
And I'm Mike Lurie sitting in for Kitty O'Neill on this Monday before Thanksgiving. Hostage negotiations to free many of the 200-plus people believed to be held by militants in Gaza have reached a very sensitive stage, as some key areas of disagreement preventing a deal have narrowed, according to a top White House official, suggesting a breakthrough could be imminent but not certain. President Joe Biden's Deputy National Security Advisor, John Feiner, telling ABC News the talks have clearly reached a very sensitive stage. ABC's M. Wynn joining us now with the latest.
Right. So, of course, the Biden administration says that securing the release of hostages has and still is their top priority. But now that we're hearing from the White House that negotiations to free some of the more than 200 people believed to be held by Hamas militants in Gaza have reached this sensitive stage, that means essentially that through the disagreements that we have been seeing over the past few weeks, preventing a deal, well, those disagreements have now narrowed. There's fewer things blocking each side from getting what they want, or at least some sort of compromise for it. It suggests that Israel and Hamas are very close to agreeing and closing on an agreement that the U.S. has brokered, and that a breakthrough could come soon, although at this time it's not clear just how many hostages would be freed. Now, remember, there are two sticking points from either side. For Israel, they have been taking a very hard line, saying they do not want a ceasefire until captives are all released. They don't want any negotiations for that. Hamas wants a full ceasefire. They don't want a just temporary ceasefire. They want a full ceasefire. They want the release of all Palestinian prisoners from Israeli prisons, and they want fuel to be delivered to Gaza hospitals. So the last we heard a couple days ago is that the U.S. is trying to secure the release of 50 hostages, which includes some Americans, in exchange for a multi-day ceasefire, 5 days to be more exact, and potentially the release of some Palestinians in Israeli jails. And then Hamas would then agree to release dozens of women and children held by them. And remember, at this point, only 4 hostages have been released. Now, as this conversation continues, and remember, this is far from being guaranteed because Israeli officials have been going back and forth on this. This type of deal would still need a government vote, and some politicians have suggested that they would oppose this deal.
And then how are the humanitarian agencies and their efforts affecting the negotiation process, or are they?
Well, certainly what we've been seeing on the ground in Gaza, especially since Israeli troops are pushing further and further into the Gaza Strip, is that the humanitarian aid coming into Gaza is so low. You know, there are very few fuel trucks that are allowed to come in. There are very few supplies that are allowed to come into the hospitals that need it. And the situation there is growing more dire. About half or more than half of the hospitals in Gaza are not functioning according to the WHO. And so certainly that proves the situation is only getting worse. And the fact that it's going to get colder and wetter, it's going to get more difficult for people who are living in Gaza who are displaced. So that's certainly trying to speed up the timeline here. The U.S. is seeing all of this, and they, too, are trying to put more pressure on Israel to figure out a deal and to make sure the civilian casualty in Gaza is as low as it could be. They're certainly getting a lot of pushback because of, the certain bombardments they have been doing in Gaza. So certainly at this point, there is an added urgency to getting these hostages out of Gaza. And one thing that I will also add, which is also adding to the urgency, is that last week, the IDF said they recovered 2 bodies of female hostages near the hospital, one of the largest hospitals, rather, it is the largest hospital in Gaza. And so that is also adding to the urgency of having these negotiations fulfilled.
Today, President Biden himself briefly addressed the situation, saying he believes a deal may be close. Well, right now, 4:50 is your news time here at KPK, which means it's time for Day Ahead.
Brought to you by Lowe's, and as we approach the 5 o'clock hour, just ahead of the split right now is going to be northbound Cap for about 17, 18 minutes. Out to Roseville, from there is another 9 minutes, eastbound 80. And westbound, we had an accident at Riverside that has backed things up back past 65. Downtown Elk Grove on I-5 still looks great. 11 minutes there and about 14 minutes on 99 at this point. And let's see, downtown at Folsom, 21 minutes eastbound 50. If you go to Woodland, about a 20-minute ride north on I-5 gets you out to Main Street. 10 minutes to Davis, westbound 80 out to Bates Boulevard, but it's eastbound where all the traffic is at this time, and it starts actually right after 113 and goes all the way to Childs.